Okay, welcome back, everybody, to Let's Paint Painted Scenes TV. Painted Scenes, painting reviews of paintings and painting a scene from the movie. And today we're going to be painting a scene from a movie that's not quite out yet. It's going to open up November 1st. It's Las Vegas. Let me just finish up a little more setting up, and we'll get going here in a sec. Okay. Less distracting. And a camera 2, camera 1. That's good. I kind of like that. I like that. That's good. It's not so overbearing. Let me just figure some of this stuff out here. You're watching Let's Paint TV. I'm your host, Mr. Let's Paint. There's the call number right there. We'll be giving the review in a second. We're just not there quite yet, but we will be in a sec. Okay, let me get my gloves on. That was what I should do. Okay, gloves are on. Let's put some paint thinner down. I'm going to put the paint down first so we don't have to go back to it in a sec. In mid-flight. Try to avoid that if we can. Okay, yeah. Some yellow ochre. I already got some. I'll put some more down. There you go. Yellow ochre. Let's see what else we got to put down here. Supposed to get some green today, which is good because I'm really out of the green. Let's put some alizarin crimson down here. Got plenty of that. I find I use a lot of white, number 1, and then number 2 would be the ultramarine blue I use a lot of. Then it's probably a combination of either yellow ochre or alizarin crimson. Where's my blue? And then the other colors, they kind of not as much. Maybe the phthalo green, which I buy a lot of, use a lot of in terms of green, because I use it for blacks and stuff. That would be, and then then it's a toss-up between the yellow and the red. Don't use a lot of yellow or red really, which is kind of good. It's those are expensive colors usually. If you buy good quality, like cadmiums and stuff. Okay, so let's put a little red down there. and let's get a little yellow. And then we're going to be going here because I got no other excuses for this. It's a good way to lose our audience. But we have 4 people watching. Hello there, Al. Good to see you. Okay, I think we're about ready to get started with this scenario here on the program. Take a deep breath. All right. Here we go. La 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 la. Okay, painted scenes. Take one. Take one. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Another edition. Painted scenes. Take 2. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another exciting edition of Painted Scenes, where we paint a scene from a movie that we want to see or heard about that's coming out, and then also review that movie. Today, because we do a show every day, so it's not, whatever. It's Thursday, if you wanted to know. Fuck. Let's just do this all over again. Take 3. Let's take 3. Oh, take 4. Take 4. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another exciting edition of Painted Scenes, where we review movies and paint a scene from those movies that we review. Today, we're going to review and paint from the up-and-coming movie that's coming out November 1st, Last Vegas, starring a whole bunch of old-ass actors. Morgan Freeman. We got... damn, I don't know the rest of their names. Oh, Kevin Kline, who... I know the name, but I can't place what movies he's in. So he's sort of... I'm kind of wondering why they had him in that movie. And then there's 2 other actors. Okay, I'll remember their names. Maybe you can help me out. Give us a call, 818-528-4516. Of course, Morgan Freeman, of course, the only black guy on the cast. And so that would be Michael Douglas is the other guy, along with the last guy. He probably my favorite actor is what's his name? I love him. I mean, I think he's a great actor. However, I forgot his name. This is terrible. I'm really blanking right now. Anyway, so he is he was like in a lot of movies like Deer Hunter and he's done a lot of more serious type of stuff. I don't know if he was in Godfather. You know, he's a big time guy. Anyway, there's the four of them, 4 guys. Morgan Freeman, the token black guy. They're old guys. They're old geezers, and they're going to Vegas to live it up one more time. I'll just tell you what. I'll just tell you this, that this is not a movie to go even bother seeing. These actors are clearly getting a paycheck. They're trying to be funny, and they're not. They're not known for being funny, so why should we see a movie where they are going to try to be funny? It's just not. It's just a total waste of celluloid film. That is. It's a great waste of time. Last Vegas. Don't even bother. It's not even worth watching unless you're a fan of these various actors that are out there. I think they would have done better had they brought in a few more comedic actors, say like Robin Williams would have been better. Kevin Kline. We already have Kevin Kline. We already mentioned his name. It's the other guy that I missed, who is probably one of my favorite actors of all time. No, I got Michael Douglas and Morgan Freeman, but there's the other, Robert De Niro. Thank you guys. It's Robert De Niro. That it is a brain fart, Alex. I think they're all excellent actors, but however, they're not really good on the funny, and I don't think you could just watch. It's coming out November 1st, and if you're a fan of these guys, you probably shouldn't even see them because of that. They are just picking up a paycheck, and they're just going through the motions. You can tell even from the little trailer that you see that they're trying to get you to convince you to watch. So my thought here is don't bother, save your money, and out of 10 paintbrushes, out of 10 paintbrushes, I give it a one paintbrush to go see this movie. So if you're really a big fan and you want to see, or you just out of curiosity, you got nothing better to do, you got tons of money and you're trying to kill time, or you're on the airplane and you got nothing, you're stuck and the movie comes out, okay, watch it, but don't expect anything out of it. All right, now let's paint a scene from it here. Of course, let's take a call here on the program, 818-528-4516, 818-528-4516. Let's paint a lovely scene here. Now, this is a scene that is in the movie where they've all hung over. They're all hung over. Douglas, Freeman, Kline, and De Niro. I got them all right now. I got them all figured out. So now they're all like they're just in line waiting for the buffet in morning breakfast. Okay, so let's get this. They're in line, and it's if you ever go to Vegas, guys, you'll notice that it is all smoky and just kind of stinky. Every place you walk into is stinking with smoke. Even if it says non-smoking, the place permeates with smoke. So let's get some smoke going on. Just kind of make everything smoky. Everything's smoky and then we're going to eat eggs and bacon with all the smoke. All right, and then we're going to put the actors waiting in line. In fact, if you want to go and die at an old age, this is a great place to go die because you can eat a lot of red meat and drink and smoke to your heart's content, and you're just going to die and spend money because you lose the money. And it's great recipe for a heart attack. Las Vegas, when you're about 70 years old. Last Vegas, that's the movie we're talking about. One paintbrush. We give it one paintbrush. But if you do want to go die and you got nothing better to do, then head to Vegas and die a lovely death. All right. So here we go. This is kind of the idea here. Again, feel free to call us here, 818-528-4516. Maybe you're excited about seeing this movie. It's opening November 1st, so it's coming right up. It looks like, from all intents and purposes, a dud. A dud in, let's put it this way, it will not one award. It might get a Razzie. I think it was going to get a Razzie for sure, a Razzie or two. Or other awards given out for the worst possible movie or worst waste of time. Last Vegas is on the palette here on the easel. Okay, so we got kind of a smoky. We started off with a nice smoky effect because everyone smokes in Vegas. All right, and you take that home with you. You don't leave that shit. You think you're gonna leave it. The saying, leave it in Vegas. No, you bring that shit back with you, and you get sick, and you fucking have Legionnaire's disease, and you fucking almost die because of the shit you picked up in fucking Vegas. All right? Okay. So let's go ahead and get the smoke. We got a lot of smoke, and let's get even a little more dark smoke going on here. All right, taking your calls here. All right. I think. Actually, these actors, very fine actors. However, I'm not familiar with Kevin Kline so much, but these actors should be ashamed of themselves for making this kind of movie. But they don't care. They're just going for the Benjamins, man. They're going for the Benjamins, taking that money, ripping us off. All right. So there's a lot of smoke there. Yeah. Okay. Now let's get some of these guys waiting in line. Okay. Now let's do Morgan Freeman first here. He's kind of taller. And let's get him up here, okay? And, of course, he's a black guy. And he's got freckles on his face. You know what I mean? I like that. That's a cool look, I'm telling you. He's got a very dignified look. He's a very cool-looking dude. Out of the four of them, De Niro and Freeman. I think they should have just been De Niro and Freeman and got rid of Douglas and Kline. You know what I'm saying? Then those guys, forget those two. Freeman and De Niro, I totally respect those guys, big time, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they got that presence, you know. There's no weasel in them. There's no little yeah. No, they're all whole time. That's them, man. They're raw, man. They're raw. Okay, so anyway, Freeman right here. Let's get him in here. Okay. Yeah, it's back Douglas, man. Douglas done some, like, what is that? He's done he's tried comedies before and they're like not too good, man. And then Freeman too, he's done comedies where he was in a movie Kicking the Can, right? With Nicholson. That was probably a dud, but this is sort of similar. It's like old geezers, old men, last bit of, I mean, come on. We're going to see that. Come on. This is like, we don't need to see that anymore. But De Niro's made some couple of good funny movies, and it's because he plays the straight man. And one of my favorite comedic movies was with Ben Stiller and him, Meet the Parents. That's a good movie. Now that I would give that about eight paintbrushes. Okay, so go if you want to see a good comedic movie with one of these kind of serious actor types. I would see that one. That's a good funny. This one, for sure, a dud. Las Vegas. Let's keep on going with the painting here. Taking your calls here, guys, on the program. 818-528-4516. Feel free to comment in the comment section here, or leave the comments later on. We're watching this one live, and then we're going to edit this, at least part of it, and reapply it to the masses. Okay, so Morgan Freeman here. Looks like someone made a comment, but then they withheld it. I guess, I don't know, whatever that means. Okay, so Morgan Freeman here. Let's give him a little afro. I don't think he really necessarily ever has much of an afro. Kind of keep it sort of short to the head, maybe about a half inch around, as opposed to 20 inches or so. Okay, so otherwise it wouldn't look like Morgan Freeman. Boom. So we're blocking in. There he is, waiting in line. Let's take a call here on the program, and we're gonna have to turn up the volume here. Just a second. Hello, caller.
I think I have the wrong number. I'm sorry.
Okay, got the wrong number. Not a problem. If you'd like to call the program, 818-528-4516. It's Let's Paint TV. Taking your calls here. And painted scenes, painting a scene from Las Vegas. Las Vegas could be the last movie you ever see. Las Vegas, very good chance that would be. That's the problem with making movies and then watching movies, is that if you watch too many of them, of the type such as this one, Las Vegas, you will get a sour taste in your mouth. You know what I mean? It's disappointing. And if you watch enough disappointing films, what is the end result? You hate to watch movies and you don't go watch them. So that is the case. Let's take another call here on the program. Hello, caller. You're on Let's Paint TV. Hi.
Hi, John. I don't have the wrong number. I love your show. Keep up the good work. Okay.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. It was the right number, and he called the wrong. He thought because I answered it the wrong way. Okay, let's get back to the painting here. What's the chat here? What's the chatter? Have you seen De Niro in Starburst? Great performance. I don't know if I have. We should take a look at that. It probably was pretty good. Overall, I'm suspected that he probably did a pretty good job. And and I'm giving him a hard time. I haven't even seen the movie, but it's just a hunch that this is a dud. I'm just telling you. And making movies that are funny, that's a tough go. It's hard to make funny sometimes, particularly when it's a film or anything. Funny is a trick that you cannot always gauge or make a prescription for what is funny. It is very, very tricky. It's an unknown void that you can never certainly know. And they put all this money and they're planning and they write, and they got great writers and great comedians putting this shit together, and that's what you come up with, that's what you get. You get a piece of shit. And but that happens. That happens. You can't always expect miracles. And with comedy, that's the case. Okay, so let's keep going back with this painting here, and we're kind of mushing on here. So here's Morgan Freeman for the most part. Take some of his. He's got kind of a long face, and he's kind of a tall guy. Okay, so let's get the other guys, and they're just basically three other white guys, and they're a little smaller. Let's put De Niro right here. Okay, this is De Niro. All right. And then Michael Douglas, he's a little shorter, I'm assuming. And then Kevin Kline. I think Kevin Kline and Michael Douglas are probably about the same height, I'm assuming. And again, I don't even know who Kevin Kline is, but I have heard of him. And I think he sort of apparently had disappeared from movie making, sort of the public eye. You must have had some sort of breakdown of some sort, or disenchanted, or disenfranchised with the system, or he has some issue. I don't know. Let's figure that out anyway. What happened to him anyway? He's back again, I guess. Anyway, I think they would have better. If you want to see a bunch of old guys, going and reliving their life, or their pastimes, or whatever that is. I would suggest Three Amigos, where the guys on the motorcycles, Tim Allen and Martin Lawrence, and who was it? Dan Aykroyd? I don't know. That's a good one. Now that was good, and I didn't think that would be any good. And that could be the case with this one, Las Vegas. It could be one of those kind of things where you don't expect. That's just it. I give it one brush, but I didn't even see it. And I'll tell you what, that it could very well be it's a good movie. And when you come into a movie with no expectations, lower expectations, it can be a good thing. So keep that in mind. All right. And if you do see the movie, feel free to comment and let us know. All right. So here's these other guys here, and we're waiting for food. Here, there's De Niro, and then Freeman. Okay, and then we're going to give them some food products. There's a bunch of people in the background. Okay, a whole bunch of old people getting their free buffet, smoking cigarettes, and stinking up their eggs and all-you-can-eat eggs and ham and sausages. Can you see the recipe? Lots of smoke-filled rooms with eggs and sausages and smoke and old people. We're talking heart attack time, baby. Yeah. All right, let's keep trying. Let's keep going here. Taking your calls, 818-528-4516. You're watching Painted Scenes, where we review the movie and paint it at the same time. Give us a call, 818-528-4516, 818-528-4516. All right, let's get back to the painting here. And we can change this up here. As you know, this is a painting. Things can change around. Let's put a bunch of old people back there. All right. And this is the scene where they kind of are feeling their oats, because obviously there are scenes with strippers and, all that other fun stuff that you think about Las Vegas, all the sex and the glamour. But there are some touching scenes where they are, of course, aware of their immortalness or mortalness, or their doom, their impending doom, or their death, do us part, the end. They are, obviously aware of that. And this is a great scene with a bunch of other old people waiting in line in the buffet. And if this was not in the movie, it should be. It should be. All right. Let's keep going here, guys. And let's just put a whole bunch of old people back here in the background. And they're all smoking. So let's just kind of have put them there with their hands by their mouths, smoking. Okay. Smoking cigarettes. There you go. And just kind of put a whole bunch of people there smoking. And let's have Morgan Freeman smoking a cigarette too. There you go. Okay. And this is De Niro. Okay. And he's smoking a cigarette too. Okay. And then Michael Douglas and Kevin Kline. I think Kevin Kline has a name problem. I mean, he should have been called Calvin Kline. I think he would have been better off. Maybe his acting career would have been a little better if he was named Calvin Kline instead of Kevin Kline, don't you think? Okay, there's some more people back there. Just a lot of people smoking, and it's just kind of like shitland inside this buffet, all you can eat. Okay, let's put some more stuff in here. It's not necessarily, this is kind of abstract right now, which is fine. You know, abstract is good. You can have abstraction in a painting and also in a film. Though sometimes it can get shitty, the abstraction, because you are trying to be, you know, film is tricky and well, life is tricky. So, but again, if you're trying to be clever and outsmart everyone, then you are ultimately jipping or you fail, which is okay. I'm a big fan of failing, but trying to outsmart everyone and trying to peddle to the masses is a mistake. It's a mistake. Okay, let's get some bacon and eggs in there. And okay, let's get some plates of food. Here's some big sign here. Okay, we'll get some cash. One-arm jacks. Let's get some one-arm jacks here. Let's get a one-arm jack here. Okay, there we go. That's it. One-arm jack. Let's get a little leg arm thing there. Boom. Do with a little ball. Okay, and this is another thing here. Little numbers. I don't really have a great expectation of how this is turning out, which is, again, lower expectations, guys, is and can be a good thing. Let's read some more chats here on the program. What is your favorite buffet item, John? Yeah, that would be. That's a good question. I'm not a big buffet eater. I'm always, ever since I used to eat at Sizzler. All you could eat salad bar, and that was basically, those things like that happen in your life, and you can look back on them and you discover to yourself, you say to yourself, this is not good. This is not a good thing. Eating all you can eat salad bar at Sizzler with the potato skins and all that. Talk about feeling gross afterwards. It's just not a good thing. I'm not a big fan of that. But you got to try it once or twice. But when you're 70 years old and you're still packing in the all-you-can-eat eggs and bacon and sausage and pancakes and coffee and then smoking cigarettes at the same time, wait a second, man. That is some badass news, man. Talk about that. That is dead Vegas. We should just call that dead. And most likely the movie should be called that too, because it's probably a dud. Or dud Vegas, D-U-D, dud. It's a dud. Okay, all right. 818-528-4516. We're kind of hacking away, trying to figure this out, and on a short a leash of sorts, trying to get some movement here. Let's put some freckles on Mr. Freeman. Very pronounced freckles. I don't know. Did he have freckles when he was young? I bet you he did. Just not as many. Okay, so there's a lot of freckles on him. Of course, I got him naked, I guess, at the moment. Let's give him some shirts and stuff. I'm going to give him a nose, too. Let's give him a nose. Okay? And there's a nose. And let's give him some lips. Okay? Always good to give people some lips and some nose. Let's give De Niro and Douglas and Kline. There they are. Okay. All got the same kind of lipstick, at least with the paint here. Give them a nose, some eyes, nose, eyeball, boom, 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 boom. Okay. And then there, let's give him some kind of shirt here. Maybe he's got like a jumpsuit or something. I could see him wearing like a baby blue jumpsuit. Let's see if we can pack that in there, get that going on there like that. Kind of cozy. That's the one thing, hopefully when you get older, you can get past. And I think hopefully that in the movie, it points out some of the wonderful elements of growing old. And that is that you can kind of relax a little bit, and I'm assuming that they would probably be wearing sweats, sweatpants and stuff. You kind of, let it loose, baby. Let it. Don't be so uptight. I don't have a good black here, so we'll just kind of hack away here. We're taking the calls here. Painting a scene from Las Vegas, another wonderful movie put out by the Movie Industry Association conglomerates here in lovely Los Angeles, California, for peddling to the entire world. And as far as I can tell, it's going to be a not very good movie, but because we have a star-studded cast, it will probably make its money. And so that's what it comes down to, is you can get a few stars, you'll make your money back, and but you're not going to make a good movie. And it's generally the case. All right. And particularly if you're going to try to make a comedy, forget it. They rarely come out. But like I said, the Three Amigos, I thought for a comedy turned out pretty good. Okay, so I wish I had a bigger brush, and I don't. Or a smaller brush, I'm sorry. Okay, so they're all smoking cigarettes. Just like chain smoking cigarettes. They're just all smoking cigarettes, man. I'm just smoking me my cigarettes here. That's what we do in Vegas. We smoke lots of cigarettes. Oh, this is fun, man. You're gonna go to the strip bar tonight and smoke cigarettes? Okay, let's smoke cigars and cigarettes and go to the strip club and hang out. Okay, let's do that. All right. Hey, what are you doing, Kevin Kline? Oh, I'm gonna go to the strip club and get drunk and smoke a lot of cigarettes. And then in the morning, I'm going to be hungover, and I'm going to go to a all-you-can-eat buffet. Oh, that sounds really fun. That sounds fun. Oh, I love Vegas. I love Vegas. Okay, there we go. We're getting some color definition here. 818-528-4516. You're watching Painted Scenes, talking about movies and talking about paint together. Two wonderful crafts. Creative forces, force fields, energies that people benefit. However, maybe one does not benefit from watching this program, nor are they going to benefit from watching Las Vegas. But you could, and there will always be, even in a shitty movie that I would imagine is, there will be moments, and that is that. Thank goodness that there is always a nugget for consumption, for the benefit of humanity, and we can find it. We can find the little miracle moment that possibly is there. But where and when, I don't know. Okay, we're just going to keep plugging away on this, try to give it some depth. And again, this is you and I. We all kind of know what's going on here, but not everyone else will, because it is kind of hacky, kind of a shitty painting, if you will, and as such, sometimes it's hard to understand what the hell is going on. But they are. We know what's going on because you've been watching Painted Scenes here, new show here at Let's Paint TV. Okay, and let's read another chat here. Taking your calls, 818-528-4516. Fuck the buffet, man. This painting, take the painting to the strip club. says Alex. I probably should. I should, but I've already. Let's take it to the strip club. We can change this up. Okay, let's change it to the strip club. You're right. Okay, so there they are. Let's put some strippers in the background, all right? How about that, okay? So we changed it up, make it more nightclub action, and put some pole dancing babes in the background, all right? Let's do that here. Give it some depth, and that was not sexy. At least, I've been complaining about the other movies we reviewed that there was not enough sex. In this, there is somewhat some element of sex, because it is Las Vegas, and you gotta get some titties in your face when you are in Vegas. So that at the very least there is that in the movie, or at least I'm assuming. We're just assuming because we have not seen the movie yet. Okay, let's hope so. So let's change this up here and make this a strip club. Okay. And there they are, just sort of mulling around, bored out of there, not sure, what to do. They're, most likely you enter the zone of a strip club. You're entering a sort of like this kind of clubhouse of assholes that are running the show, and other regulars that show up, and you're like entering a zone that you're totally uncomfortable in, and there's going to be people trying to prey on you when you're there because that's their job, and they found ways, so they see you, and you see you as a mark. And that could be an angle of this movie, that maybe that's what happens. Maybe that I don't know what happens in this movie. Go see it, all right? I'm just projecting that this movie sucks, and I give it one paintbrush. How about that? All right, so strip club here. And let's get some poles, put some poles down. I guess they'd be yellow ochre here. One pole. We'll just have a whole bunch of pole dancing girls in the background. How about that, okay? So we'll have 3 girls in the background pole dancing. Probably one of the greatest art forms in the world, pole dancing. I guess. Okay, let's put some leg action here. Got to get the leg action there. Oh yeah, baby. Okay, so let's keep it coming here. Boom, boom. Okay, dude. Okay, it's just kind of okay. Not always the best, but it's okay. This lady's just she kind of got tired of working the pole, so she's just kind of standing there showing her tits, which is good. All right, you kind of don't have to do too much. You just got to just show your ass and tits. That's all you really need to do, right? I mean, is there anything more to it? Okay, so there, let's put the pole back down, a straight line over the top of them somehow. But be cognizant that we don't want to lose the effect. This is, I think, possibly we're still not really getting the flavor of it all, but it's okay. We will keep going here with the painting. 818-528-4516. You're watching Painted Scenes. Let's put some hair on De Niro while we're at it. Okay, and then Michael Douglas gets some hair. Okay, and then Kevin Kline. To me, the two of them are very similar. They must be twins or something. Kevin Kline and Michael Douglas. I think one of them might have a goatee, because again, you want to wear a goatee to show off how tough you are and your masculinity, and so that's what they are doing. The two of them. I think only one might have it, but whatever. Okay, so let's this De Niro's looking good here, and so does Morgan Freeman. I like Freeman looking good there, looking nice, and we just got to keep kind of hacking away, guys, changing things up if you can, and we're kind of forcing the paint. We could be a little better with the control, but again, we are sort of running the gauntlet of possibilities here, and as such, we're just kind of go with what we can get going, which is, of course, just put some paint down and keep moving. So that's exactly what we're doing. Let's try to get this slot machine to look a little more like a slot machine. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. And that's coming along here, guys. We are gonna just kind of fiddle around here just a little bit more. Thanks again here for watching another edition of Painted Scenes. We reviewed and did a painting from the scene of the movie Last Vegas, starring Kevin Kline, Robert De Niro, Michael Douglas, and Morgan Freeman. And so I gave it just one brush. I just didn't think it's going to be, I don't think it's going to be any good. However, they are major stars, though Kevin Kline, I'm not so sure. Never heard of him for the most part. And I'm assuming it's a comedy, but it looks like it's not going to be terribly funny. So, get out there, and a lot of times lowered expectations is a good thing. So if you do watch it, don't expect much, and then you might get a lot. So for Painted Scenes, I'm Mr. Let's Paint. We'll see you again tomorrow. We will review another painting and movie. No, well, we should review painting, shouldn't we? No, we review another. Okay, bye. Okay, that's all intents and purposes the end of the program for. I'm going to cut this so it's not so forever. What is going on here? I have never been to Vegas, but if it is pouring, I am so going there, says Al. The place at Exit 8 would flash images of locomotives entering tunnels and other images onto screens. Okay, fantastic. And over here we have a comment. Okay, anyway, thanks again for watching here. I'm going to kind of fiddle around with this some more of this painting. You want to call, come in and all that stuff? That's great. Oh, shit. Now I lost the damn thing. I do that all the time. Where did you go? Oh, there it is. Fantastic. Little mic. Oh, and I lost the... oh, shoot. Oh, because I had it on the tie. So where's the tie? It's probably still on the tie. Okay, the clip. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, so... Let's try to bring this out just a tad bit. Make it more. Put a little more effort into it, I suppose. And it is tricky to make a great painting and make a great TV program. But it can happen. It can happen by. And I'd say that what it comes down to. Well, this area here is just needs a little more work. I'm kind of okay with the background a little bit. I kind of got chintzy on the Michael Douglas and the Kevin Kline guy, but you know, to me, they're not. I would not be seeing that movie. Frankly, I would not see that movie. I wouldn't be. I'm not going to go see that movie to see those two. I would see it because of Freeman and De Niro. I just my own personal choice here or thoughts. You know, because I'm not a big Michael Douglas fan, and Kevin Kline, I barely know who he. I know he's in some movie from way back when. So there you go. But you'd have to really be a De Niro fanatic to see that, to see this movie, or a Freeman. But yeah, that's not. This can't be terribly good movie. I'm just my hunch. Let me give them some. I'm assuming they have a goatee. One of them has a goatee, as I recall, like a white goatee. I don't know if that's Michael Douglas. I'll just leave it up to you to decide who that is. I don't think it really matters. It's a painting, you know. We can have an idea of what it is, but it doesn't have to really convey that to the viewer exactly what we think it is. It can just be, you know, this could be, that looks like Ted Koppel now, you know. I mean, and that's okay. It's okay if you wanted it. If you were thinking that was supposed to be Kevin Kline and it turned into Ted Koppel, hey, it's okay. It's a painting. It's okay. It's a darn painting, you know. All right, so. Okay, Jack. See you later, Jack. De Niro's got his hand in his pocket. Try to make it a little darker. Not having much luck. My green is not the green I like. I got this sap green that doesn't really make a good black. I'm supposed to get a new thing of it though today. Yeah, that doesn't, you know, sometimes you do something in a painting thinking it's going to help and you just made it kind of worse. But maybe it's okay. I did darken it and maybe that's a good thing because it gives it a little more depth. It's okay to second guess yourself, you know. This is close to being a shitty painting. I've been making some nice shitty paintings lately. That's good though. It's a good thing to make some shitty paintings once in a while. It's kind of a liberating deal. So have some fun with it. Try guys. Try. Experience the failure. It's pretty awesome. It's good stuff. What's great is that if you can somehow find a way to, fall and get back up, that is the real deal. Trying to give some highlight, maybe, I guess. I'm basically done. I'm basically done here, guys. Maybe have these guys pop a little better. Separate them just a tad bit more. Okay, that's it for me here, painting wise. What's going on in here in the chat? What's the last thing? You're welcome. Thanks for the shout out. You got it. Well, that's about it. I'll zoom in. I don't think I have a good enough zoom in. Let me zoom in. All right, guys. Well, anyway, that is basically the show. I got a few more minutes here, so we'll just hang out with you, I guess. 818-528-4516. Give us a call. Oh, shit. Hey, what happened to the treadmill? Keep it creative, John. I'm sure, yeah. I sure am. John. All right, Nick, yeah. I'm standing on the treadmill, but I'm not really doing anything of yet. I need to get back with the treadmill. I'm always saying I'm going to try do more treadmill stuff, and then I don't. And it's just a matter of time before I get back on the treadmill. I just kind of I always have these other ideas that the treadmill really. I basically, I'm being selfish here, but I have painting ideas or ideas I want to do with paint that being on a treadmill really doesn't really work. Even though I know for you guys, sort of the YouTube world, you guys would rather have me do everything all at once. I understand that, but I guess I don't want to always do it or something. But I probably should. I'd feel a lot better, maybe, healthy wise. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna do it. I'll be doing it. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm really looking forward to getting my phthalo green because I'm not able to get some good blacks coming here. It's okay though. I mean, if it's shit, it's shit. You know, sometimes you gotta paint with shit, or paint with limitations. You know, it's okay. It's okay to do. It's not necessarily you don't always get the best results, but you could get some kind of result. So that's good. That isn't selfish, says Al Calendar. I guess not. Doesn't have to be, does it? I'm aiming to do a series of get back to the cooking, painting, running element here at some point. I will. Right now I'm having fun painting movies and talking about movies and talking shit about them, frankly. But there are some good ones out there. There really are. There can be. I think comedy in movies or even on a TV show is really tricky. It's a tricky thing to do, and that's why when you have a program such as, like, say, Seinfeld, which is pretty successful in the funny department, it just everything worked to some degree, right? I mean, I'm not going to say it's the best comedy show ever, but it's up there, and they're not all the shows or all the elements in the show are funny, but it somehow had the right recipe, and then people, as you know, will try to emulate somehow, use the formula, and it usually always does not work. That's just the way life is. Sometimes it could work, I suppose. But in general, things have to happen. Just uniqueness prevails, I think, sometimes when it comes to these kind of situations. One's uniqueness, I would favor that as opposed to going back to the game book on what is funny. What is formulas going? I would always side with the originality. I think that will always win, but I could be wrong. And obviously I'm not Weinstein or any of these guys who have all the money to decide who makes a movie and how a movie is made. But you got to understand that there is a lot of money involved, and so they got to be safe. But again, when you are safe, you're incrementally pushing creativity as opposed to taking more chances. When you take more chances, you're going to have more leaps and bounds, and just as many failures, frankly. But and I guess that's the scary part, is they want to, the money that they invest, they got to be careful. This movie that they're putting out, Last Vegas, is for sure going to make its money, because just based on the star factor, I suppose. Though I'm not so sure, really. I don't know how many people really want to see Michael Douglas or Kevin Kline, really. And Morgan Freeman, yeah, I guess so. He's he's in a million movies, and I guess De Niro is, he's a pretty awesome guy, right? But people will go see that. And actually, sometimes, you want to see a movie just for the hell of it, just to kill time. So I guess in that sense, there's nothing, the beauty too about filmmaking and art and all that is just the visualization of it. And so there's cameramen back there doing their job. And so you're going to, why I would see this movie, besides if you were a fan of De Niro or Freeman or Kline or Douglas, you would see it because you want to see parts of Vegas. You want to see what's it like inside Las Vegas and all that. So really, that's worth it, I suspect. But I wouldn't pay $15, $20 to see it. I'll wait until it shows up like on Netflix or on TV on a Saturday afternoon. They don't really do that so much. They don't show movies on TV so much anymore, do they? They used to show more movies like on a Saturday afternoon. I think that's sort of changed, hasn't it? Hey guys, my time is up. Thanks again for being here. We had some fun, and we painted, we talked shit, but hopefully it was positive shit, and hopefully we didn't tarnish the image of these wonderful actors or the industry of filmmaking also, because that's the last thing we'd want to do. Might be the second to last thing. It might be the first thing we want to do. No. All right. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about, which is great. We'll see you again tomorrow, guys, 11 to 12 noon. We'll do another movie review tomorrow. I don't know what it will be, but it will be another movie. We'll post the video. Well, this is already on. You can watch this again, or I'm going to just take the edited sort of part, which is just sort of the middle part of this long-winded video, and post that again. Not that anyone's going to watch it. No one's watching these, by the way. All these, I'm having fun doing these, and yet only like 40 people have actually watched. Average. That's not a lot of viewers. Hey, okay, so we're out of here for good reason. By the way, good reason. Not ready for prime time, or as they say. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. That's it. Bye-bye.